the one and only Tabitha St. Germain. Next up, next up is just, the nicest girl who ever was. Ashley Ball. A pony of few words, but great wisdom, a man of great talent, Peter Newton. Someone was at the Klingon bar last night, clearly.
Revenge is a truth! Best princess! How dare you!
And lastly, but certainly not leastly, she's a woman of 1,000 voices. She is the voice of your childhood. She is Tara Strong.
See, they love me, not you, Peter.
Ashley!
Bronies.
You gotta stop yourselves.
All right.
Easy. Relax. All right, name and question.
You scared the Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. My name is Alex. At least two of you on stage know me from back on Friday. And there's actually two things I've been meaning to get out of the way here. First one to Tara. Upon rewatching Jaggers: The Adventures of Piglet-Wings, I was quite surprised when I saw your name pop up in the credits. So I was like, she was a part of my childhood, and I didn't even know that. The question I have regarding that is, how hard was it the very first time to pull off the Irish flair?
Well, we were really lucky because we actually had a real Irishman in the booth with us to make sure we were saying everything right. And we had so much fun on that show. So it was me and Rusi always together, and Miley. And Rusi, if you don't know, is the voice of Minnie Mouse. And she was married to Wayne, who was Mickey. So if you didn't know that, Minnie and Mickey were married. And they were super adorable, so we had this Irishman in there making sure we said everything right and making sure we were consistent so as not to anger our friends over the pond. And Rusi would take my hand and hold my hand, just for a minute, and say, "Isn't he handsome?" And she would just look at Wayne and like love him the whole time. And when he passed, she said that her hands hurt. She misses holding his hand.
Aww.
I wouldn't miss your hand, but that was fun.
Jacket, that's grand.
Okay, second.
Alright, just saw the VA panel and obviously
This is her best friend, Abby.
VA panel, still trying to get something through. Hopefully I'll have time to get something through for friend Ken, which is probably some by the time this is up.
If you guys could just mosey back. People who are not in line need to get in line. The line starts over here. This is a cluster. I can't have this.
Wait, what?
Straight line.
This is not the line?
This is the line, yes. If you guys could just straighten out a little bit more, please. Is this for? Yes. So are you going to be in the next? Are you getting in?
So for now we figured, better check out this who's line and check and maybe get a good laugh or something.
It should be like 2-0. Is this part of the line for the? This is where mine is.
So yeah, guys done with VAs, whose line is next? Hopefully they'll get something through to Ken, which will probably be through by the time this is up.
Oh, hey, I know what's up. No, it's me, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna make the sound work.
Projector machine broke.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you can pause time in the game?
There we go. Yeah! Let's hope everything's over now.
Wait, sis, you're gonna go in completely unharmed? Here, take this. Right.
What?
Get in trouble this time. I'm clumsy, remember? So prepare for the worst. So, this is how it all ends. Huh? Well, at least I won't have to bother with housework and taking care of you. What a relief. We are the most powerful creatures in the world. I'm not going to just die here like that. Then be careful, oh great and powerful one.
Oh man, the new Beauty and the Beast looks great.
I'm holding it. Start. Okay. I got it. Nice job. I'm holding it. Start. Okay.
Persona 5? Wow, pro Pokemon.
Training!
And here you see our inventory system. This system alternates between items and magic that you then combine for special effects and attacks. Enemies do also have shields that they can use, so you'll have to time and coordinate your items, magic, and your abilities. Like so.
Everything's okay. Didn't you say you wanted to fight monsters? That wasn't what I meant. Yeah, sure.
And that's just one example of enemies you can meet. Other enemies will have different traits to them, and you'll have to defeat those traits differently with different items, melee attacks, weapons, and so on.
hopefully you guys can hear me over the music. You just saw the ambient panel. Unfortunately, I couldn't feel anything from Who's Line because, well, mostly because it got a bit too suggestive.
It's long, much too long. I feel it coming on. The feeling's getting strong.
Right now I'm waiting for
It's long, much too long. I feel it coming on.
the analyst panel.
The feeling's in my bones. It's long, much too long. I feel it coming on. The feeling's getting strong.
Today is slightly a bit busier strangely, despite it being the final.
The feeling's in my bones. Too long. Can you feel?
Alright, so the Ceremonies line con for the final time. But I get the feeling a certain score is not going to be settled this weekend. Oh well, there's a PO box in my hotel. Question: why does this hotel give yourself? Why does this hotel give the disabled two options of having a lift or an accessible route? This barely makes any sense.
Because I think our queen here has decided this bit isn't quite over.
Uh-oh. Come on. Encore.
This better be.
Our theme department would like to give out some gifts, and we'd love you to stay and see it. Our actors have done an incredible job this weekend. Guys, feel free to come back in and have a seat. Sorry about that.
Bring the lights up. Come on, bring the lights up. We were going to do this as an end credits scene because we have a couple of announcements. Because at the end of the credits, since all of you were so determined to leave, I guess I'll ruin the surprise. There is a BABSCon 2018 in the works. The Diamond Doodle has a couple gifts, and then I have something very, very special to announce. So please, if the Doodle would take care of it.
It's on? Cool. Awesome. Can I have Gabby, Ashley, and Lizzie to the stage, please? So on Thursday, I ran into a gentleman by the name of, runs a company called KL Plushies. It was in our vendor hall, does amazing work. And he gave me this whole set of plushies, and including the one and only, the only that I'm aware of, Queen Quake plushie. As well as a whole other set of plushies, and I was like, these probably go to the charity auction. I ran into him yesterday, before the charity auction, and he said, no. These are for your team. Aww. So, for Silver Span, for Copper Chip, and for our very own Golden Gates, you guys good?
Please enjoy.
I have one last gift. And if I can get Sonia Hipper and Rebecca Betancourt, my partners in crime and co-founders and fellow board members, here to the stage. Don't be shy, come on up here. 5 years ago, when we started this, I built a prototype of something. It was a little test project, and then I said, oh, hey, this would be a cool thing to sell. It never went beyond prototype stage. It is to this day still not entirely finished. But I give you guys, incomplete, just in need of strapping, glowing, wearable unicorn horns. The first two of which I promised to my co-founders. So, I just need to finish the head strapping. You are both very welcome. It's been 4 long years, 4 very eventful conventions, and here's to another 4.
Which reminds me, I think I'm gonna need some help for next year. So if they would kindly put up the sign we worked on, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We at Theme wish to expand this project and make it amazing, far beyond the scope of what we had this year. I need you, artists, animators, musicians. I want a theme song for all these characters. We need someone to work Tumblr, someone to work Twitter. I need an actor wrangler, because to be quite honest, wrangling this lot is like chasing headless sheep that still move. We need an onstage director, and if anyone has any idea how to do this, we need prop makers. Those voting machines, those swords we used, we need someone who can build that kind of stuff. And we're willing to take you as the people who do it. So if you didn't get the email, they're on my cards outside on the registration desk. Send me the emails, and I will start filtering through the talent of BABSCon to make this convention amazing. Or at least 20% cooler.
All right, now finish those credits.
And this is it. BABSCon depression hits once again as we go to sleep for another year. I will say that even though the theme this year was, I will say that even though the ending could have been a bit, they just had driver's back. They just had driver's back, don't they? But I will say this is but I will say that still this is one of the weekends I will never forget. Finally meeting Tara and Ashley being one of the highlights. And a lot of people I never expected to I actually managed to find and get those photos of, which you'll see afterwards. So yeah. One of those best weekends sort of things. There's just hate BCD. See you next month, I guess.
Like a star in the day. that's what you are to me.
Was in the military. I'm good at that.
There we see the Bernards community in their natural environment. Most of them.